My name is camp4r, and we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So timer will start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this Pokemon game is a lot different than your typical Pokemon game, namely because they introduced Pokemon Go mechanics, which if you don't know Pokemon Go, it's the mobile app where you catch Pokemon that's hanging out around in real world. Thank you for the good lucks. So this beginning portion is pretty much just getting through naming yourself, the rival, and catching Eevee. If you notice, I have a total count in the top right, and this is because one of the requisites for challenging a later gym leader is that we need to have 50 unique Pokemon Dex entries. So I'm going to be keeping track of that here. So the reason I'm doing Eevee is, one, it's a bit easier because Eevee gets access to some different moves over Pikachu, and Eevee is just too adorable. You do have to catch them. Thanks for the good luck, Cap. Hey, Young, how's it going? Alright, I'm gonna be changing some settings here. So what this does, I increase the text speed so that way we can skip through text a lot faster. There's an option to do cutscene skips. So not all cutscenes are skippable, but we want to be able to skip the ones that we can. And then I set it so that the attack animations don't show because that eats up a lot of time. And I set the battle style to set so I won't be prompted to switch my Pokemon after every, like, Pokemon KO. Sounds a bit deeper than usual. I know, it's morning. So here we're gonna get our first Pokemon, which of course is gonna be Eevee because it's our partner Pokemon. Just to explain some differences between, I guess, your usual Pokemon game and this one. With wild Pokemon encounters, they're not necessarily random. Like, they're random in the sense of what spawns, but you can actually see them out in the overworld. This right here is the Pokemon Go mechanic where you have to actually use your Joy-Con and catch the Pokemon. So, there's, I think, 3 different ring color levels. Green means that you're more likely to catch it, yellow means it's medium, and red means it's going to be difficult. I think it's red-orange. GG on the run, Legro, by the way. Shout out to that awesome Sonic Heroes run. We got our Eevee. And another thing to note is that using the Pokemon Go mechanics, that's going to be our main way of getting experience points. So instead of, you know, battling wild Pokemon, we're only brought into the whole capture sequence. And based on how well we capture said Pokemon, we'll get multipliers that goes towards gaining experience points for all the Pokemon that's currently active in our party. So what I'm going to do here real quick, I'm going to check the nature of Eevee. What nature is that depending on what it is, the Eevee will get bonus stats on level ups. Okay. I have mild nature, and this is pretty good. So there's, I believe, 25 different natures Pokemon can have. And each one potentially gives you a bonus in one stat and a decrease in another. What mild is that I get a bonus with special attack and a minus in defense, which is fine. If it was the opposite, it would be a bit rough, because we need Eevee to have decent attack and special attack, because it's going to be carrying us throughout the first half of the game. So coming up here, you'll notice that Pokemon will start spawning in the grass. We won't actually catch anything until we hit Viridian Forest, but something cool to see if you are not familiar with this game. So let's see, there's Bellsprout there, Rattata. So for the most part, I want to minimize the amount of time that I take when capturing some Pokemon. I'm only going to be doing it in certain parts. That being said, I also need to keep in mind of my total dex count, and that's where I personally have fun with this run, because you have to kind of micromanage your party and such for efficiency. Also, fun fact, I don't think that this was implemented in earlier gens, but if you look at Eevee's tail, you can see kind of like a heart pattern, and this is how you can tell that this Eevee is a female Eevee. It's the same for Pikachu. They have a heart-shaped tail if it's female. If it was male Eevee, it would be kind of like a spiky pattern, I guess. Alright, so this is the first rival fight. Not too much is going to go on here. We're just going to be using Tackle. The only things that can really go wrong is if Pikachu uses Thunder Shock and I get paralyzed. Okay, we're okay. So on average, if I don't have a plus attack Eevee, I would hope for a 3-turn fight, which this is no longer going to be it, because I got Growl, but that's okay. I will take Growls over getting paralyzed, because getting paralyzed is rough. So in this game, you can actually interact with Eevee. You can like pet it, feed it, all this fun stuff. Unfortunately, we won't be doing that because there's no benefit as far as the speedrun goes. But Eevee's adorable, as you will come to notice. Too cute. Speed pets. I'm not sure if I can, actually. Namely because with the Switch, you can actually do touch controls, but my Switch is docked, so I don't know if I can show speed pets. Alright, so this is our first like post-tutorial fight. You'll see that whenever I can, I'm going to run up to the trainer and wait and talk to them. This is a bit faster for a couple of reasons. One, if I'm too far away, they will walk up to me, which takes up some time. And two, if they spot me first, there's going to be like an exclamation point that shows up, and that's like a couple seconds. This is like a remake of the original Pokemon games. I would say remake is a good word for it. Essentially, this does take place in Gen 1, like pretty much everything is there. It's just mechanics have changed as far as things go. So coming up here, we're going to be entering Viridian Forest, and this is where we're going to actually start capturing things. But first we gotta get to the end. So just to demonstrate, you know, there's that exclamation mark. as opposed to if I talk to them. There's some times where I just take exclamation mark because it doesn't make a difference, or I get too close to them, it's gonna happen. Doesn't matter too much, but just something to note. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to not capture anything unless I see a Pikachu, because it's a bit on the rare side. Yeah, it's pretty much the same story, things happen relatively the same. But it also, yeah. It also includes double battles, I think, other than like the mechanics and stuff, there's also that. Which we'll see later. So I'm just going to be making my way through to the end, and this is because there is a lure that I can pick up. What the lure does is that it makes more Pokemon available to spawn. They also spawn at the max level they can be. And the Pokemon's level is a factor when it comes into distributing how much experience points we are going to get from a capture. And this is important because we need Eevee to hit level 10 for the first gym. So the first gym is Brock. He has Rock-type Pokemon, and right now as is, Eevee only has normal type attacks, which are not effective. But at level 10, we can teach Eevee Double Kick, which is a fighting type move, which is super effective against Rocks types. Now, something else to note, this game you can actually play in a co-op setting, which you'll see me do in a bit. This rule was added a few months back, but essentially with the co-op, you can get more bonus points for having both players throw the ball at the same time, which we're going to be taking advantage of. So here I'm popping Lure. Now with the co-op, you need to have a second Pokemon with you. So I can't actually spawn in the co-op player, but I will after I catch something. So here, I'm looking to get a Caterpie, a Weedle, and a Bellsprout. Caterpie and Weedle, those are great because we get them at level 7, I believe. And they'll immediately evolve into their second stage after we level them up once. And then the third stage is just right around the corner after that. So ideally, I would be able to get to spawn here. Pikachu works. Caterpie's nice. Alright, so... Alright. So depending on how small the ring is, when you try to catch them, you get a bonus for that. You also get a bonus for catching them on the first ball, which I didn't, but that's okay. I kind of want to get these catches in a particular order to maximize XP, but it's going to depend on if I see like an okay Weedle or not. So there's a lot of Bellsprout which we need. I need a Weedle, which I don't think... Oh, nice. What do you get? So there's the second player, controlled by the second Joy-Con. Hey, hello, how's it going? Here's this. And as you saw, this animation means that it was like a sync catch. So that should give us a good amount of XP. So now that I've got this going for us, you'll see that Caterpie evolves. Which is nice because that's just another dex entry. Also something to note, on some of the Pokemon you see, you'll see they have this glowing aura. That means that you get a size bonus with them. Got Metapod, we got Weedle. I'm gonna catch the Pikachu, at least attempt to catch that Pikachu just because it's right there. That's nice. Okay, let's see. Sneak by, yes. I'm gonna grab this Pikachu, and then I'm gonna grab the Bellsprout. So here, I'm gonna use a berry. This makes the Pokemon potentially easier to catch. I say potentially because nothing's really guaranteed. I'm gonna show you guys the bonus multipliers really quick. So, you say we got a 6/6, and then that just basically means that the XP points that we would have gotten is multiplied by this amount. So you get multipliers for catching new Pokemon, the type of throw, so there's like excellent, great, and nice depending on where the ring is. First throw, which is, you know, catching on the first ball you throw, and then the sync bonus is with the second controller. Alright, Eevee hit level 10, so we can teach it double kick. Weedle also leveled up, which means it's going to evolve into Kakuna. So overall, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna grab that Bellsprout. 1 for the Dex entry, and 2, in order to challenge Brock, we need a Pokemon whose typing is strong against Rock type. So something they added into this game is that each gym leader has a prerequisite. So for Brock, for example, you need to have a water, fighting, or grass type Pokemon, I believe. Okay. So it's nice when the Pokemon does their attack animation early on. I don't want to spend too much time like waiting for the attack animation if I can help it. But I also want to try and get that first catch bonus. Not getting it here is okay because I got the Pikachu at a high level. So we're doing okay. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the second player because we don't need them for now. And we're gonna make our way to Brock's gym. The reason I don't catch, like, let's say the Pidgey or the Rattata is because we can actually encounter them later on. And when we do, they're gonna be at a higher level, which makes them easier to get them to their next evolution for the Dex entry. A lot of the planning is just essentially, okay, when do I catch this Pokemon? What level is it going to be? How long is it going to be for them to give me another Dex entry? So this is Brock's gym. You're going to notice that the aid that's in the front is going to prompt me that, you know, I need a particular typing of Pokemon. So it says grass or water. This is why I have Bellsprout. And so he lets us in. These poor trainers, we can just avoid them because there's no point in fighting them. We're just here to get our badge and go along our way. So for the most part, fights are going to be pretty standard. We use particular moves and or items to make things go by smoother. Brock's Battle Stance, oh, he's ready. So yeah, thanks to Eevee getting level 10, us having double kick, this gym is pretty easy. In the early game, there's not too many scary fights, but later on, even if we use items to buff up our Pokemon, there's a mechanic where critical hits can happen, and this makes it where it ignores any like buffs or things like this. So we open with Tail Whip on Onyx because he's a bit beefier than Geodude. And that should be it. Got two crits. Those is funny. Okay. So that was the first gym. As with the other Pokemon games, you need to get enough gym badges to challenge the Elite Four, which is going to be the end game of this category. Alright. So here we're met with Blue, who is essentially Gary. Essentially. It's pretty much this cool, popular trainer as usual. He's also Professor Oak's grandson. So coming up, we're going to make our way to the Pokemart. We're gonna buy some items so that we're prepared for the next bit of our journey. First, I'm gonna sell all the Pokeballs that we have. It seems counterintuitive because it's like, wait, I need this to catch things. But we're gonna actually buy Great Balls, which give us a greater chance of catching said Pokemon. Then I'm gonna buy some things to help us if we get hit with status ailments. Let's see, Awakening, Paralyze Heal. Then these are going to be our good friends. These are essentially battle buffs. And using it on our Pokemon while in battle will give us essentially like an attack boost, a defense boost. It correlates with the naming of the item. Gary is the coolest trainer ever. Understands that Eevee is the correct choice. Exactly. Exactly. So that kid there, that's our first instance of what we call a spinner, and essentially they rotate around this Rattata. And so I want to try and avoid contact with them when I can. How come Eevee doesn't ever evolve? In this game and in Pikachu, your partner Pokemon is not allowed to evolve. But would be nice for the free Dex entry. Alright, so here we bought Magikarp, which is a relatively free entry. Alright, now we're gonna make our way into Mount Moon, where we will do our second set of catching. Yes, you can catch another Eevee and evolve it. The only thing with that is you're only going out of your way for like one Dex entry, even though you're catching another Pokemon. So it's more efficient to just get other ones. Alright, so first off, we're going to go into our Pokemon box and clean up our party. So we don't need Pikachu, Bellsprout, or Magikarp. We need Metapod and Kakuna in still, so that way they evolve. Use a potion to heal up Eevee. And then we're going to use this TM, which gives Eevee Headbutt. Also, TMs in this game are reusable. And we're going to use Lure. So this is all set up for what we're going to be doing in Mount Moon. Headbutt is essentially another tackle, except it's stronger and has potential to make the opposing Pokemon flinch. One thing to note is there's this function that's referred to Stab, which is same type attack bonus. And since Eevee is a normal type Pokemon, and Headbutt is a normal type move, you get an attack bonus for that. That's essentially what that means. Alright, so I'm gonna head over to the second tunnel. This is because we're going to be grabbing a nugget and a moonstone from it. And then the Pokemon that I would like to catch here is just a Paras and a Clefairy. Hopefully that'll give me enough XP. My goal with this is to be able to get to level 15 Eevee before hitting Misty's gym, because the prerequisite for challenging Misty is to have a level 15 or higher Pokemon. So Zubat, Geodude, nothing fantastic. I'm going to leave and come back. So Geodude and Zubat I can catch later. Paras is one. And the Clefairy. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. So I gotta rearrange some items here. I'm gonna be equipping the Great Ball onto player 1 and then keep the regular Pokeball on player 2. And this is because when the catch chance is factored in, it'll take the higher tier of the ball, even if you use a lower one. That's nice. I got Paras. And that should give us Butterfree and Beedrill. So next I want to catch this Clefairy. Clefairy can be kind of rude in the sense that it jumps around and goes into a more difficult section to catch. If you've noticed so far with all the Pokemon that I've caught, they've stayed in the middle. There are some Pokemon which will jump side to side, which means that I have to kind of direct my controller to catch them that way. At the same time, Clefairy is really good for experience points. Now there's a couple of Pokemon that can spawn, which are a bit riskier to catch, i.e. Chansey. Chansey is potentially really difficult to catch, but it'll give you a lot of experience points. But I don't think I go for this. Alright, so I'm gonna make my way over here to the Chansey. Yep, and it's jumping. So I'm just gonna pop this Raspberry. Attack. Oh, his attack. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. As long as it gets caught, that's okay. I'll take it. It would have been ideal to get an excellent bonus, but because of its positioning and it jumping around, a little bit spookier. Alright, so based off my catches right now, I probably won't hit level 15, but that's okay. I'm gonna take out the second trainer. I'm gonna reorganize my party. Because now, we don't need anyone except for Butterfree. We're gonna keep Butterfree in because there's going to be a tag team battle at the end of Mount Moon. So here I could catch a Geodude or a Zubat and potentially get enough experience points to make up for my lack of getting to level 15. But at the same time, this means that it's just another Pokemon where I can't evolve outright. Because I plan to catch Geodude and Zubat a bit later. So that way, right when they level up, you'll be able to evolve them. So there are a few trainers which will give us some XP, but but I don't think it's going to be enough. The only saving grace I potentially have is at the exit of Mount Moon. And Arbok can... Or not Arbok, Ekans can potentially spawn. And that'll be good because Ekans is kind of on the rarer side and what I consider a bonus Pokemon, so I've got kind of this catch route that I'm going to stick to as much as I can. But there are some Pokemon which are unreliable for spawning. For example, Pikachu. Pikachu is a bit uncommon, but I got it, so I have it as a bonus Pokemon. Which... Is this game worth getting, or should I wait for Sword and Shield? It depends on how open you are to the mechanics, I would say. Like, for example, if you're expecting a more canon Pokemon game, this may not be for you. Because of the Pokemon Go mechanics. But I know that me personally, I'm definitely getting Sword and Shield. Those raid battles. But overall, I think this game is really fun, since it's like a new take to some of the mechanics. And if you're into shiny hunting, it's fairly simplified in this. Because you can see the Pokemon spawn in the overworld. You can actually see if it's shiny or not. You don't have to go into a battle, escape, and whatnot. Alright, as far as moves that Eevee can learn, we won't actually teach it a move that it learns from level up until it hits, I believe, level 27. But we will be suiting up Eevee with a different set of moves as soon as we hit the next town. Fun fact, there was, in the earlier routing of this game, there was the fossil route, which you would take one of these fossils that you get after this particular fight, and then you would revive said Pokemon and use it. But that has been routed out, and instead of using the fossils of Pokemon, we're actually just gonna sell it for some cash. So I don't think it matters which fossil we take. It's just the left one is closer to the exit. Alright. So here we're going to meet some classic villains. We've got Team Rocket. Praise Lord Helix, exactly, that's the real reason. Alright, so this is going to be our first instance of a double battle, and for the most part, whenever we have a double battle, it's going to be our main character, or our main Pokemon, which is Eevee, does some attack move, while the second Pokemon, we use its turn to actually buff it up. So here we're going to use the next attack on Eevee, and the stat bonus is applied before it hits, so that's really nice. And this is true except for speed. Speed is factored in immediately, so even if you buff up a Pokemon's speed, then it actually won't be beneficial for that particular turn. Midas, thanks for the sub. Contributing to Calithon. Can you trade to Alolan Vulpix? I actually don't know where Alolan Vulpix is. The trade is. I presume you would just give it a regular Vulpix. Because yeah, if you're not familiar, Alolan Pokemon, those are like a different, I guess, a new type of Pokemon. They kind of remade a Pokemon. Like there's an Alolan Rattata, for example. It's got like a mustache and has a different color palette. And that comes from, I believe that's Sun and Moon. From the Lowland folks. Alright. So we didn't get an Ekans, so no level 15, but that's okay. This here is a move tutor, and it's gonna help us learn some new moves which are going to help us throughout a good chunk of the game. So here we're going to learn Bouncy Bubble, Buzzy Buzz, and Scissor Slide, which gives us a water, electric, and fire type move respectively. Alright, Celadon. Alright, if I'm ahead of estimate, I can try this. So first we're gonna take out Butterfree because we don't need it. So if we had level 15 Eevee, we could go to the left and challenge Misty. But we don't, so we're gonna go over here first and start the rival fight. When am I going to Celadon? The first instance would be after Lavender Town. I'm thinking that's the right city. Celadon's with Erica, yes. So yeah, with this route fight, because we have these moves, we can pretty much just get through most of them. Some of them are damage range because of what level we are. Like this Oddish, but that's okay. So I am going to hit level 15 after this fight, but I'm going to go up to Bill first. And that's because we're already here. So that was the second rival fight. And now we're gonna cross a staple in this gen. We're gonna cross the Nugget Bridge. And what this is, essentially beat all the trainers and at the end, get a nugget. What nuggets are, they sell for a lot of money, and we need money. So essentially with each of this Pokemon, except for the normal type, we have something to counter them. So for Venonat, I believe it's a grass type. Grass poison, something like this. And fire is super effective against them. Same with this side. It's a water type, so we're going to be using our electric type. And I like the fact that with these learned moves, they had to use alliteration. So we have Bouncy Bubble, Buzzy Buzz. This slide is great. Alright, Eevee is pretty nice and strong at least in comparison to these particular trainers, so we don't have to buff it up with any of the status items. Also, Bouncy Bubble is a pretty OP move. It essentially acts as like an absorb. So as you saw, I did damage to the opposing Pokemon, but I also recovered for a percentage of that damage. And this is why it's more ideal to do Misty's gym first is because when you're on the Nugget Bridge, you actually get to get free recovery. Alright, Meowth, since we don't have a move that's super effective against it, we just use Headbutt. So we get that stab bonus. And this is quote-unquote the last trainer of the Nugget Beach. You'll see what I mean in a bit. Got into that trade before they were great. Awesome, great to hear. If you guys like what you see during this marathon and want to support, check out that Multipliers. Check out that link. Donate to a cause. Me personally, I live in California, so that's why I wanted to partake in this marathon. And I've heard it's been great the past 2 years. So I'm very, very happy to be a part of this. Alright, we got Zubat here. It's a flying type. We're gonna zap it. Actually, I think that's actually a Pokemon move. We're gonna Buzz it. Poison's an oof. Yeah, it's a bit random when we may or may not get some status element on us. But that's why we bought the recovery items in the beginning. So I'm gonna heal poison right now. And then up here, I'm gonna take a peek at this grass. Do Bellsprout. Nothing. Okay. So I could get a couple bonus Pokemon there. A Venonat or a Meowth could spawn. Here, I'm gonna try my best to dodge these. Cool. So there's a few places where, with proper movement, you can get out of actually fighting said trainers. That was one of them, which isn't too bad. There's a trigger one right before we get to Lieutenant Surge's city. But we will cross the bridge when we get there. So now that we're up here, we're gonna visit our good friend Bill, who developed the PC system, like the deposit Pokemon and such. And if you remember from playing the original in one games, he's turned himself into a Pokemon, and that stays true in this game. It's great. Because your partner Pokemon's like, what is this? And then just a random Nidorino just starts talking to you. Alright, so we gotta help Bill out here. We gotta turn him back into a human. And after he does, he gives us tickets to board the SSN, which is where we will kind of learn Cut. I say kind of because in this game, HM moves are non-existent. Instead, your partner Pokemon learns special abilities that don't take up like a battle move slot for you to fly, cut, surf, all of that. So you actually don't need what is referred to as an HM slave, which is a Pokemon you catch specifically for them learning HM and stuff. There's a Meowth. Hey buddy, thanks for not spawning when I need you. And because there's no HMs, you don't need particular badges to use those type of moves, which means that we're actually going to take a very, very different route than what most may be used to. But I will bring that up when we get there. First, we gotta challenge Misty.
Alright, mind if I sneak in a quick donation before you fight Misty?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a $10 donation from Magister187. Firefighting is a critical and amazing thing, and I'm always grateful to the brave people who commit themselves to that cause. Hopefully this money can help their families the same way it helps us. Thank you very much. I almost read that as firefighting. I mean, it's common now, right?
It's the same, right?
Close enough.
Yeah, thank you for the donation. That's awesome. So the first trainer we had to fight because they're staring us down. I'm going to heal up Eevee real quick before we challenge Misty. And here we go. So Misty's potentially pretty easy. Like I mentioned before, the crit mechanic can really put a damper in our strat, i.e. if Misty decides she wants to crit Eevee, be a big oof. Because not only do I have to start the fight again, but I'm also going to have to buy the next special attack since I burnt one. As long as Misty doesn't crit, that's fine. Oh, we didn't get burned either. So Misty's army is very fast. It'll more likely than not always outspeed me. But since we applied the paralysis status, its speed is cut. So we can go first. Now the move that Starmie opened up with Scald, that can potentially burn Eve. But we didn't get this status, so that's nice. So I don't have to heal off burn, but I do have to heal Eevee. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so now that we've challenged Misty, we can actually head on to the next part. Over to the right, there was a police officer that was kind of guarding the house because they're investigating it. And a couple of prerequisites in order to carry on through was we need to beat Misty and get the SN tickets. And I think that stays true throughout, just Gen 1 in general. So here we've got the house that was ransacked and such. See, Eevee's very sad about this. Some like to call this segment Inspector Eevee. Starts running around and being like, "Hey, look, there's a hole in the wall." Like, okay, go over here. Alright, so we're going to make our way to the next part, which is going to be the route right before Vermilion City. And that's where we're going to do our next catching section. Gonna grab these berries just in case we've got an Abra showing up. Look at them hypes. Oh, that's awesome. So here we've got the awkward, what is sometimes referred to as the kiss scene, because your rival just like walks up to you. And then you get these revives, which is nice. Hopefully we won't have to use them too often. but we shall see. Essentially, your rival is shocked about where you got the tickets from because he actually visited Bill, but he was too scared to interact with talking Pokemon. Alright, in this tunnel, there are hidden items that are kind of randomized, what you can get. We'll be getting a nugget here. Some hidden items are the same throughout everything, but yeah, in this tunnel there's a lot of potentially different ones. Like this pretty wing, sometimes it's a pearl, sometimes it's a wing. And you can also tell if you're near an item because Eevee's tail will shake. Or your partner Pokemon, rather. And that applies if the item is visible or invisible. Alright, so we're gonna pop a lure here. And that's because we're gonna start catching some Pokemon. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to head up here and get this hidden rare candy. And now the hunt begins. So, Vulpix is nice, Pidgeotto is not. Okay, let's see. I like that glowing Vulpix. I don't like that okay, get this Pidgey, I'll catch the glowing Vulpix. The reason I'm doing it in this order is because by getting the... Wow, that went over there. Getting the Vulpix second. This gives us experience points for Pokemon that we can evolve by leveling up. But also, since I'll have a second Pokemon in my party, excuse me, in my party, I can use the co-op catching mode, which gives us more experience points. We use this because this Vulpix has a size bonus. I'll take that. So I'm actually gonna leave and come back because ideally I would also get a Jigglypuff here and a Psyduck. Although Psyduck I can deal without. What would be really nice is an Abra, but Abra's kind of rare. Let's see. I'm gonna leave and come back. Get a Ninetales. We actually will be evolving Vulpix later on. Oh, there is an Abra. So Abras can be kind of finicky because if it sees you approaching it, then it will just teleport away on the overworld map. I'm gonna use this Nanaberry. What that berry does is that it stops that Pokemon in place, so it won't move around. Good. Good. So that was also a bonus Pokemon, so that's quite nice. And getting that level up on Pidgey means we get Pidgeotto. So the only thing that can make this route a little bit better is if I get a Jigglypuff. I can hold off on Psyduck because I can catch it later on if I need to. And when I catch that Psyduck, I can evolve into a Golduck really easy. Under most circumstances, I won't need the evolved Psyduck, but if I am hurting stuff, then wouldn't be bad. Okay, the lure wore off. It's not the greatest. Lots of Vulpix. Okay, no Jigglypuff. So here is the... Nice. So you can sneak by those two trainers if you walk correctly. It's a very small window. Alright, we're gonna sell some things here. Nuggets. The Helix fossil. Goodbye, Lord Helix. And just get rid of this Pretty Wing. Also gonna get rid of this PP up. And now we're gonna buy a lot of things. This, the potion, vape rope. And we're gonna buy 12 lures. And then lots of, lots of these stat bonus items. This is all pretty much set for the upcoming fights, and there's a good bit until we do our next shop. I might buy a couple. Okay. I probably won't get the Jigglypuff unless I get it on the way back through, in which case that would be nice. But we can deal without it. So this is the SSN. Thanks to the tickets that we got from Bill, we can enter and explore. And hey, it's Blue. How you doing? This is also where we're going to be getting cut. Well, it's around cut because it's not actually called cut in this game. I think it's called chop down, but it does the same thing. The only difference is it's not in the form of an HM. And your partner Pokemon just learns it. Alright, we don't need to do too much exploring here. We'll be going here for our rival fight. I will be making a save real quick though. Cut it out. A cut's a cut. This guy. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use a guard spec. What this does is that it prevents our Pokemon stats from dropping. This because Pidgeotto likes to use things like Sand Attack that drops accuracy, but thanks to that, they basically just wasted a turn. It's really nice when they do that. Namely because it gives us a free turn at crit. As you saw, I took more damage from the second wing attack as a crit. We're okay. Okay. So here I also use an X attack, and we should be able to take out everything. Okay. Whew. That double kick was kind of spooky. Namely because each one of those kicks can actually crit. So that would have been bad news bears. But we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Alright. We took care of our rival. And we gotta help this captain. He's not feeling well. And he teaches us this secret technique. It's called chop down. Nervous? Why are you nervous? Oh. And there it is. Eevee learns this. We can use chop down whatever we want. So this applies to all the HMs that we're gonna get, to like Strength, Fly, and Surf. We don't need Flash, because the tunnels aren't that dark. Actually, I don't even know if flashes this. Alright, so we're going to be making our way back to Misty Town. Yeah, Eevee will learn how to fly, and it's kind of adorable. But it's gonna be much later. Just throw this out here right now, Eevee's adorable in everything that she does. We're gonna go back to Misty's Town, except we're gonna go to the right and then go into the rock tunnel. And there's a good amount of catching section. Now, if I can line this up correctly, we should find... Yes, cool, we got through. Alright, Rattata, no... Okay. So, no Jigglypuff spawn. I can potentially get Jigglypuff later. Am I saying Eevee is cuter than Pikachu? Depends on the Eevee. My Eevee is particularly cuter than Pikachu. I can't say the same about anyone else's Eevees. Speaking of which, you can actually get accessories to put on Eevee, like hats and bows and stuff. If you have too much money, then no, Jigglypuff, why are you over there? It's out of the way. I'll try to get one later. Umbreon's the best. The best evolution. And that is Chop Down. So yeah, that's nice. Alright, we're gonna do a few things here. We gotta heal Eevee. And then we're gonna deposit non-evolution Pokemon, which I think is just Pidgeotto and Volt. Now we can evolve. Then we're gonna pop a lure. Go in here, swap that, feed with fence, and then I can. That's just some organization. I think it's a cut. Yeah, we're just gonna refer to it as that. I don't know the name of the other ones off the top of my head. We're just gonna refer to them as if they were the HM. Favorite Pokemon game was Coliseum. Coliseum was a fun game, that's for sure. Alright, so similar to with the rival fight, we're gonna use the guard spec first because it's Eevee. Tried to get us with that sand attack. But that ain't gonna fly. And of course we gotta show this trainer that our Eevee's better than theirs. We're taking it out. And then Gloom's pretty easy. This. Alright. So we need to go through one more trainer, and then we're going to be catching a good amount of Pokemon. So after this battle, there's gonna be 2 spinners coming up, and then we'll get to a patch of grass where we're gonna camp out for a bit, depending on what Pokemon spawn. So in each area, there's kind of set Pokemon that can spawn, but their spawn rates differ, and only a certain amount of Pokemon are allowed to spawn in one given area. No, is the little headbutt gonna be enough? Nice. Yeah, Rattatas, their Eradicates are notorious for being really tanky. Plus they have, I think you use Super Fang, which cuts your health in. Woo. Okay. Woo. Alright, So this is the okay. There. This is the patch of grass where we're gonna catch potentially a lot. So we can get both genders of the Nidorans. Stop jumping. So we can get the Nidorans, which is 2, Nidorino and Nidorina, respectively, which is another 2. So that's nice. Also looking for a Rattata and a Spearow. Abra leveled up, which will give us Kadabra. So I'm hoping to fulfill, or potentially fulfill, 8 deck entries here. The only bonus I can think of, other than Chansey, which is risky, would be if a Krabby spawns. But Krabby can be finicky to catch, as it moves around a lot. That's why we've got the banana berries. Ones that look like a banana. I wonder how they came up with the same. Kappa. Alright, so we got the male Nidoran. Get this Spearow. I think at max 4 Pokemon can spawn here. If it so happens that all the spots are taken and there's nothing here that I want to catch, I'll be triggering the next event, which will actually despawn said Pokemon. And that gives new Pokemon an opportunity to spawn. Also controlling the second player is funny because if you run into Pokemon, they kind of like hop up and get out of the way. Alright, so the only thing I really need is Rattata. Let's go Rattata. So there's 2 Pokemon that are spawned. There's a Nidoran out there. There's 2 Spearows. And okay, so we don't get that. I'm going to take out the second player, go down here and trigger this event. Alright, let me do some counting of my potential catches. Because I might just skip trying to get the Rattata since I got the Abra. Yo, Steve! Thanks for the good luck. Alright, so let's see. 15. Potential one. Alright. Also, it's nice because we get a free heal for this happen. Okay, yeah, no, I should be fine, even without the Rattata. I think we'll just move on. Alright, so this is Lorelei. She's one of the Elite Four members. So we'll be seeing her later on. But for now, we'll just head into Rock Tunnel. Where we will hope for more Pokemon. There's a lot I can catch in Rock Tunnel as well. So we got a lot of great Pokemon to start off with. Rhyhorn's fantastic, and you'll see in a bit as to why. Cubo, no! Why you do this? So in this Pokemon, the partner Pokemon you have out, you can set it to different Pokemon. And there's a few Pokemon that you can actually mount and increase your movement speed. Rhyhorn is one of these. And so once I catch that Rhyhorn, you'll see I will actually go in to my party, set it as my partner Pokemon, and then I'll be riding it around. So seeing Rhyhorn immediately is amazing, because that means I can traverse through Rock Tunnel a little bit faster. Let me see here. Kilo party. Alright. I'm going to clean up the party a bit. So I don't need Kadabra or Knitter. That should be enough space. So I want to get the Geodude first. It didn't work out, that's fine. Rhyhorn turned into me. I would have preferred getting the Geodude first, because then that means the experience points I get from catching the Rhyhorn will be applied to Geodude. But Rhyhorn turned into me, so unfortunate, but it's whatever. Okay, that level up gives us Furo and Arena, which is pretty sweet. Now, as I go through this part, I will be taking out Pokemon as needed. Essentially, I don't want more than 2 Pokemon which don't have evolutions beyond where they are in my party, because then they're just getting experience points that could be going to other Pokemon. Whenever they level up, that's a couple seconds to go through the level up prompt. So it's a lot of micromanaging like that make or break runs. Of course, there's also the RNG of things spawning. That's okay. I will say, however, if I happen to see a shiny Pokemon spawn, I'm going for it. I go for it. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're going to set Rhyhorn as Pokemon and organize the party. So we have these 2, which we don't need. Rhyhorn there. And yeah, now we are riding to Rhyhorn. Darn it, Geodude. That's someone. Don't we need to catch them all to become a Pokemon Master? We're trying to become Speedrun Master here. Pokemon Master. What capture card am I using? I'm using the Elgato 60. Or, yeah, HD 60S. Alright, that's Geodude, which we'll be leveraging to get Growler. Also, look at that glorious XP gain. It's the main reason why I dipped out of first Geodude, because I didn't get the first ball bonus, or I wouldn't have done. So we're gonna take out the second trainer and go into this battle. So what else can I catch here? I'm looking for a Machop and a Zubat. A bonus would be Charmander, but that's rare. We already have Cubone, which I need to mark on my side. Okay. Alright, I need to heal up because we're low HP. And the next trainer can't hurt. Another Rhyhorn. This. Let's see if it's the regular potion. That should be enough. That should be. There's a Zubat up there. I gotta go for it. Rhyhorn's in the way now. Alright, Zubat is annoying. Oh, I don't have the second. Wow, that's fine. I don't hope to get a capture bonus on Zubat. Moves around way too much. Capturing it all is just nice. Stuff. Couldn't sneak by. Okay. Oh. Lots of bat spawn. I think that was like 3 gold bats and 2 Zubats. Not if you get good, yikes. Alright, so we're gonna pop an X attack on Eevee. This is because Kangaskhan can open up with Fake Out, so it'll waste one of our turns anyway. I was there. Gonna hit it with a couple of Sizzly Slides. So there's some status ailments which have secondary properties. For example, if your Pokemon is burned, then their attack is cut in half, which is quite nice for some of these fights. Namely because Eevee's a normal type, and so... Ooh, a chop. Forgot to bring out my second controller, that's okay. What kind of throw is that, game? Go. So they can't seem to follow. Just watch the VOD do the playback speed at 0.25. Alright. Oops, I didn't need to do that. I was taking out my controller. Spinner there. Alright, there shouldn't be anything else that I would want to capture. Say no. Under 2. Okay. So we're gonna use Sizzly Slide. We're just gonna use that stuff. That stuff can hurt. And next we have Rhyhorn coming up. We're gonna be abusing Bouncy Bubble. Just to heal up. That should be another Machop. Yeah, I was concerned about catching that one shot because I was like, what if they don't spawn again? Because I wanted to bring out the second controller. And now they're here. But it's also because you're more likely to encounter a Pokemon that just caught. Because there's this chain bonus. which is used for shiny hunting. That's why there's more pairing. I mean, we're good on captures. For a good bit, it's just gonna be some, like, oof. Spooky. Just some level up XP from, the fights. Gonna pop a super potion, because we are kind of low. Just gotta turn, not that way. Why'd you turn that way? Oh, lovely. Go through fast. Okay. Onyx. Well, this is unexpected. Onyx is difficult to catch, so we're not gonna. Okay. So Psyduck is still on. I could potentially get Psyduck later. Special attack here. I can also open up with Nice to get that out of the way. Alright, so after we're out of Rock Tunnel after this fight, we're gonna be heading to Lavender Town, and we're gonna start the Cubone section. And if you're not familiar with the Cubone section, essentially you can't progress the tower because you don't have this item to see those Pokemon, which seems kind of counterintuitive because it's like, I mean, you should know that ghost Pokemon exist in this game, or in this world. But, you know, plot stuff. We're gonna go up here, I make a save, as rival fight. Essentially, for the most part, if the opposing Pokemon does not crit, we'll be fine. But I don't chance this. So very similar to the rival fight that we did on the SSN, we're going to open up with Guard Spec to prevent Pidgeotto from lowering down our stats. We're also going to be buffing up our Eevee a lot. First use this. Alright, we did not get a free turn, so I'll probably have to heal, depending on how much damage it wants to do to me. We're going to use 2 X attacks and an X speed, so that way we can outspeed everything and deal enough damage to everything. As long as this doesn't crit. Okay. This is sketch, so I have to heal, unfortunately. Because Pikachu can open with Quick Attack, and that's a no-no. Oh. Good. So I made a mistake there. I wasn't supposed to use Buzzy Buzz, I was supposed to use Headbutt. And this is because each move has a different type, so sometimes it's physical contact, sometimes it's special, which correlates to your attack and special attack stats. We bumped up our attack, so I wanted to do a physical attack there on the Pidgeotto. But in my mind, I was like, status, weakness stuff. We're okay. So we come up here, and then a Cubone shows up. This isn't the Cubone that we have in our party currently, it's just it's another Cubone. And then there's a spooky ghost that shows up. It's like, oh no. And essentially, what's happened here is that we can't progress up the tower until we get a key item, which we will be stealing from Team Rocket in a bit here. Alright, gonna do some organizing. Rope. Alright, so we're going to be making our way to Celadon. Now I can potentially catch Jigglypuff out here, which I kind of want to do if it spawns. If not, it's fine. Oh yeah, if not, then I do have to get the side up for that. That's fine. No crap hammer. Could have been worse. That Fairy always uses Metronome. Well, Metronome does that, it picks a random move out of all of the available moves. So it can be spooky, it can do nothing, kind of depends on how the game feels. Alright. Gonna make our way. Kinda wanted to see what spawned there, but I didn't get a good angle. Heading on a Rhyhorn. Now there are some hidden items in this tunnel that we can get if we want to, but nothing we particularly need will spawn. Or rather, we don't need anything here. So after I come out of this this underground tunnel, I'll see what spawns in the patch of grass. If there is a Jigglypuff, I'll grab it. But if not, that's... Abra. Alright, I'm gonna make a save here, because we're gonna be burning a lot of cash. I wanna make sure I get this right. So this is the fortune teller. We pick 2 sets of flowers. Essentially what this does is that it makes it so that any Pokemon that we catch will have this nature, which is modest. And we want that for the Starmie we will be getting later on. Next we go to this move Tutor. We're gonna get this move Blitzy Glow, which is our Psychic type. Teach it over Sizzly Side because we don't need it. So the reason I saved is because the fortune telling costs 10k. 10k monies, and that's pretty much all we had to our name. Alright, we're here in the Rocket Hideout. Gonna make our way through. First we gotta fight this grunt because he's got the switch to be able to go underground. This save Team Rocket is the best. You know, I think it'd be pretty interesting if you could accept that one guy's offer to be a member. Do that. Also leveled up, so that's gonna be Golbat. I find this game feels unlevel. That would be cool, actually. Sure, they could port it to mobile. The Joy-Con, there's just controls and then regular Pokemon Go mechanic stuff. Alright, so right now we've got Graveler and Golbat in our party. We don't need, since they already did their job and gave us a Dex entry. So, go in here, out. Push the button. Always push the button. Alright, so essentially we're just going to be making our way through the hideout. So there's a lift or elevator that we need to use in order to get to the boss room. First we got that. Doesn't the Pokeball consider... Gotta buff up Eevee with its attack, and then... wasn't the Pokeball controller a joystick and a button? That part would be easy. Yes, it was indeed. This is really interesting. Oh yeah, that is true. Alright. So I need a bit more health. So. Hey there. So total means that I have 30 total unique Pokédex entries. And this is because there's prerequisites for every gym leader. And the prereq for Koga is you need to have 50. So that's just me keeping track of that. It's the total amount of deck entries I have currently, as long as I'm keeping track of it. Alright, first X attack. Nice. Okay. Bolt Orb should be fine. I've seen Ash do it, right? Come on. Come on, games. Okay. And should be good. Let's just make a save. Why not? Deja vu from the other game. Oh yeah. That's definitely what I got. There's like a lot of nostalgia I had when playing through this casually. I'm like, hey, I remember this stuff. Ah, the good old days. Alright, we got Grimer here, and we're going to be using Glitzy Glow, which is the move that we learned from the move tutor from the Pokemon Center. Minimize is not fun. Minimize is not fun. Minimize did nothing for it, so it's fine. So typically Grimers and Mucks like to troll by using minimize and such, which make it harder for us to hit them. Luckily we don't have to do this. Deal with that there. Alright, so this part is one of my favorite parts because we get what is it? Metal Gear Eevee. You gotta send Eevee up through the vent. Always Pokemon Red, nice. Yeah, Jesse and Dims are in here. There, we gotta sneak around as Eevee for a bit. We need to retrieve the lift key that rude grunt threw over here. Eevee's too precious. Alright, so we got the lift key now. So we can make your way up to the boss room. First we gotta go to the actual lift. For that we're gonna grab this rare candy. But for the most part, these rare candies are gonna go towards evolving Pokemon we get later on, as well as just getting some levels on our Staryu that we'll be catching later. It would suck to have to be like a grunt, like a Team Rocket grunt, and have to go through this puzzle every single time you need to get somewhere. Be like, why? Who thought this would be a good idea? Answer would be Boss Man. Oh, well, there goes that. Alright, we're gonna do a few things here. First, we're gonna heal up to full, because got a pretty strong fight coming up. Then we're actually going to withdraw the fairy. Whoops. Okay, like I said, withdraw Clefairy. Make a save. Can I try the Vulpix now? I can... Let's see. Is it just in the Pokemon Center? And another question, does the Alolan Vulpix need like Ice Stone to evolve? Alright, so this is a double battle. We're gonna use the same strats. We're gonna basically attack with Eevee and then buff up with the secondary etc. Oh, fairy lived? Fuck. Same Pokemon use real gold times. Okay, so the Ice Stone poses a problem. Unless they give you an Ice Stone. Or an Ice Stone, then that's okay. In which case I can do it. So, now we use Glitzy Glow. I think I use Glitzy Glow. Special attack. Poisoned. Really though. Yeah, my son. Oh, I can't. I won't be able to trade with you if that's where this was going. Sorry. you just wanted to see the allowable fix. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna heal because it'll be a rough time. Okay. Oh. I make a save. Then we call him the support trainer. So the reason that we call it in now, as opposed to earlier, is because since the Jesse James was a double battle, we would automatically get 2 Pokemon out. That's fine. The reason we call it in now is because with this game, you can make some of these fights a lot easier by having a support trainer, because then it's 2 Pokemon versus 1. That's kind of OP, but a lot safer. Alright, so this glow. Here's that special. Use X-Speed next. So that way Eevee outspeeds the Golbat. Alright. This. And this should end it. Cool. So Archer. Typically Archer's really spooky trainer of battle because he likes to crit a lot. They deserve to be in this game after many years, the famous anime. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm glad that they brought this to fruition. But Fly, if you need like the low and bulk picks for your decks, you can DM me and we can arrange it. I can trade with you at another time if you need it. Alright, so we're going to be buffing up Eevee as usual. X speed, yeah. Works. Yeah, good old Giovanni. Alright. Persian's easy peasy. Giovanni does have some powerful Pokemon, yeah. Typically they're quite strong. But with the power of type effectiveness. Not too bad. Or rather with the power of, like, X specials and such. Be A-okay. Alright, so we rescued the Cubone from Team Rocket. So there's that. We also got the Silph Scope, which lets us see the ghost type Pokemon in Lavender Town, so we are going to head back there. Before that, we're actually going to learn Fly, which is called Skydash in theirs. But I'm going to refer to it as Fly because it's essentially Fly. Same thing with Cut. Eevee's actually going to be learning this special ability. And it's just adorable how they implemented this. So see those balloons over there? We're actually going to be like using this device. And you'll see in the cutscene after I use Fly. But first we're gonna pop a lure, and we're gonna be popping lures as we go out. And this is because eventually we're gonna be catching stuff. So we're gonna be using this to go back to Lavender Town, and there we go. Alright, so now that we have the Silph Scope, and we can see the ghosts, we're going to complete the Keybone section, which is essentially going up the tower. Yeah. Let's do this. So in the tower itself, I hope for a ghastly. Which is one of the reasons that we popped the lure. That'll be nice to get. A lot of spinners in this section. Do our best to... There are a few forced fights that we have to do. I think there's about 3, but it's pretty easy. Essentially, Eevee just uses Glitzy Glow against the Haunters. It's our poison type. That's super effective. Alright, then you got the classic heal pad here. Oh, there's the gas spawning. It would spawn after I go on the heal pad, that's fine. Use the Nana Bear. I didn't realize it would do this. It makes sense because of, you know, what Ghastly is. That it would be sporadic like that. No, not like this. Yeah, sometimes Pokemon like to be rude and break out, but geez up time. But it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Everything is fine. So, Gassy. Don't need the support trainer. Lots of... okay. Woo. This should be the last, like, trainer fight. Gotta go up and save Mr. Fuji, who has the Flute, which we will need in order to progress to the next part. Gonna grab a couple items here. First is gonna be a set of Ultra Balls, which is nice because we can't actually buy Ultra Balls right now, since we only have 2 badges right now. We have Brock's and Misty's. We skip Lieutenant Surge and Erica, and we are actually going to go straight to Blaine and then clean up. So this is where the whole not having HMs changes things drastically. Since they're not HMs and you don't need gym badges to use particular moves to be able to traverse the map and such. This has been rerouted from the usual game to take advantage of this. But we'll see that in a bit after I get Surf. Oh, Jesse and James. Back at it again. Oh, there's Ninetale statues there. That's cool. Just notice this. The Fairy is pretty much there just to buff Eevee and to tank an attack. This for safety. That works out. I didn't want Weezing to crit Eevee, so I healed up just to be. And this should do it. Now that we protected our guy, we will be getting the Flute, which means that we can progress to the next part. The reason we need this is because there are these Pokemon named Snorlax which are blocking our way. They sleep in. In order to wake them up, we need this key item. Alright, so this concludes the Eevee section. We're going to bye-bye to Eevee, move the fairy there, then use town map. We're going to go back to Calithon. So Brock here, he gives us this this item, which we will be using to get into Saffron later. There we go, yeah, the tea. They're just randomly holding a cup of tea. But we actually won't be going to Saffron for a good bit. We're going to be using these lures, even though we aren't in, at least in this one, a spot where we can catch something. But we're using them just so that we don't have to go into our party again and go and use them. So yeah, this is Snorlax. That was Schnoozin. So these event Pokemon, these are unique in the sense that it doesn't actually start with the just like capture mechanic of Pokemon Go. You actually have to beat these Pokemon if you want to catch them. We don't particularly care, so we're just gonna run away. But then Pokemon such as like the Snorlax and the legendaries, you actually have to fight them first. So just something to note. Alright, so we're gonna go through this route. We're gonna be doing a bit of catching here. I really need a Ponyta, a Dodrio, and a Psyduck. I'll also be grabbing some items. I don't need this, but... Alright, Dodrio, or Doduo rather. Okay, I still need to turn away from a Snorlax. I thought we were gonna catch them all. This guy. Fun. Okay, I can still make this work as long as I catch everything. I still have a Moonstone that I can use on Viridian Forest. Or Clefairy. That's Marowak. Duo. I really need Psyduck. Eradicate could work too. Another Eevee. I'm getting really bad spots, Psyduck. So yeah, I really need a Ponyta now. Psyduck is good. Ponyta would be great. Actually, I don't know if Rattata's spawned here. I do! Rattata would be great, actually. I didn't catch one earlier. Rattata appears. It's Ponyta. Glorious Ponyta. Is this because it has a size bonus? Back please. No, why'd you go there? I hope this catches the first lull. Nice. Good XP. So that should give me Haunter, and I think Machoke. Alright. I don't think I'll find a Rattata, so I'm just gonna ignore it. If I do find it, I'll just... we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't bank on getting out of here. Alright, so now that we got Ponyta, we need to organize our party a bit. Okay. So we don't need Hunter, Rhyhorn, Marowak, or Machoke. You need Ponyta. And everyone else is fine. Now we're going to use... oh. Rare Candy on Ponyta. This gives us Rapidash, and we're going to be using Rapidash as our mount Pokemon because it moves a lot faster than Rhyhorn. Okay, I might need to backtrack because I don't remember if I picked up Elixir and the Rare Candy. Let's just take a look. If I find a Rattata, that'd be great. There's one. Did I get the Yes, okay. Alright, I have Rattata. Works. Okay. Hi Ponyta, how you doing? Now we're just gonna make our way to Fuchsia City. Gonna hug the side because there are these trainers. But yeah, Rapidash is quite fast. So in here, we're not going to do too much. We're just going to learn Surf, and then we're actually going to go back to Pallet Town, which is where we initially started our journey. And we're going to make our way down Cinnabar. Alright, I don't know if I picked up the rare candy on the route because I was looking for a Ponyta, but there's a backup one that I'll just grab. Eevee's too cute. I can't reiterate that enough. Alright, so we will be learning Surf here. And Eevee actually learned how to use a surfboard. I feel like this is a throwback to that Surfing Pikachu thing that you can set up in yellow. So Eevee can do this too. So we use the town map here. Alright, so our goal here is to get a Staryu. And this is because we're going to be using Starmie for the rest of the run. Let's see. How much CP does it have? Have enough game out? Oh yeah, that's fine. Now since we're in the water, we actually can't use the two-player catch. So what? Where did that go? Whatever. Sometimes the motion sensor is a little questionable, we'll say. So we got our Staryu. Next thing that we want is a Tentacool. Keep the lure going. Here, pick up some Waterstone. a save here because I've been caught by this spinner many times. Magic card. So yeah, tentacle would be cool. I heard it. Where is it? Cool. Alright, as this one moves around, I'll just use the baseball. And abs. Okay, well. The ring, like, decided to slow down. I was like, okay. I mean, fine. Fine, it works. Okay. I think the only thing I really want to catch now is a coughing inside a mansion, and we should be good. Alright. Might as well. Nothing spawning, really? Here you are. Alright, I think the other one was going. Gotta say, not FF7, indeed. Thanks for the good luck. I'll be using the Ultra Ball. For assurance. Namely because this coughing outside is going. Cool. Yes. Alright, so that is Odrio as well as Bulldog. Attack. Good. I only need 6 more. Ah. Take out this trainer. Then I'm going to go up these stairs. There's a rare candy I can grab. Make a save right quick. This guy. Alright. That out of the way. Out of lure, which is fine. Over here, interact with statue. Magmar. Not. Alright, now we're gonna set up some things. I don't need Gold Duck. I need the rest. You here. Add nothing. Actually, I don't think I use Agatha. I'll add coughing because it's safer. Done. Okay. And then use the rare candy on Staryu. Okay, 3 times. Hydro pump over cover. Okay, and that's the last one. Then we're going to use the water stone. Where are you? Evolve into Starmie. I could do it. Not worry about Firestone. Did that, and then we're gonna teach Scald over Bumblebee. Another save. So I called in the support trainer here because this fight can be a little bit tricky. But I also did a thing where I blocked off the enemy trainer from walking all the way towards me using the support trainer. That way I'm just making my way to where we need to go. Psychic. Special. Yeah, that electro crit. Not a button. Second again. Psychic should kill it, so we are right here. Take out the support trainer because we won't be needing it for a while. I'll grab this Firestone just in case, but I'm pretty sure I don't need it. Essentially the reason that we're in this mansion is we need a key to unlock Lane's gym. Or is this Weezing going? I don't want to go around the Weezing because there's actually a spinner off to the side. That would not be fun to deal with. I could have got the Rattata in here. So we're gonna go over here, heal up, interact with the statue. Go up here, there's another rare candy, which I'm grabbing. Then there is. And lastly, the key that we need. All the way down here. Now we can just say deuces. Alright. Now we can challenge Blaine. Yeah, this is where the routing takes a huge turn compared to, I guess, your Ken games because of the whole HM thing. Just make sure... So here we have the typical answering questions. I like how the little dolls do like the OK sign. Tombstoney. What a move that would be. And then this last one, I believe it's any answer, just works. I also like his mustache in the back there, just like... So yeah, from here on out, for the most part, Starmie is going to be carrying us. Every now and then we'll be using Dodrio. But yeah, Starmie's going to be our sweeper. This is where we start collecting all the badges that we skipped out on. So we need to backtrack a bit. But since we have Starmie, it's easy peasy because of Starmie's level. Alright, so awesome special. Confused, so we're going to and just use home. Such a move is probably a fire one. Most likely. Good old Magmar. Yeah, Starmie's great because we got it. We did the modest nature thing. We don't have to worry about some things. Because Moss gives us a plus in special attack and minus in attack, I believe. And since we're only going to be using special attack moves using Starmie, it's perfect for us. See a trend. Arcanine's special move is being a low-key legendary Pokemon. I think that's what it is, right? A pseudo-legendary. Like his stats are like, oh, what's a Lancet? Lancet does things unless you're a cat, and they do more things. Exactly. Hey, mine, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're going to use map. And we're going to go to Vermilion. So yeah, this is just badge cleanup. Because we need to go and get Lieutenant Surge's badge. Since we have an overpowered Starmie, getting both Surge's badge as well as Erica's badge is gonna be easy peasy. So this can pattern, always the same, just this middle one and the one right above it. I wonder if someone were to like just go through and get shocked by the current and then, you know, they were injured, could they sue Lieutenant Surge? You're like, this is a hazard. Who thought this would be a great idea? Thanks for the good luck. If you look at our level difference, I've got a 46 Starmie. These Pokemon are in the 20s. Kind of an oof. Oh boy. Here we go. I'm waiting for the flashlight. Flute set it. Surge. This guy. The answer is yes. Shockingly enough, yes. Also, something that they added to this, after you beat Surge, he gives you an autograph. It's like, why? Didn't want this. Give me the badge, dang it. Alright. Do a few things here. We're gonna heal up Starmie. Since we got the Thunderbolt TM from Surge, we're gonna be using that. Light screen. So now all we have are attack moves. That's all we need. Found map. Up to Celadon. Lieutenant. I mean, that's what he's gonna be facing for sure. Yeah, Starmie's a really good Pokemon just because of that we have access to with it. And it's also quite fast, so we don't have to worry about speed buffs for later fights. Let me double check. I think at least Tentacle and Calithon are. Sure. So in this gym, if your movement's fine, you don't have to worry about fighting any of the trainers. Just go straight to her. Kind of have to hug like the corners a bit tighter so you don't get caught. For the most part, it's easy peasy. And we're here. Erica, she's got grass type, but they also have poison typing, and since Starmie has psychic, this will do a good amount of damage. Professor Challenge? No, it's just gonna be beating the Elite Four. There's a category for this game which is catch them all, I think. I don't remember what it's called, like, or catch what you can, something like that. Show me a cute Pokemon. Oh wait, they all cute, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Just an interesting thing that they included. Like, I don't think it matters what Pokemon you show them. They're like, oh, it's cute. Like, I don't know what a particular non-cute Pokemon would be, but I'm almost certain that if you show them anything, that's the one. Thanks for the good luck. Oh, maybe I already said that. But yeah, there's a category where you need to catch everything that you can in a particular game. Like there's some version exclusives between Eevee and Pikachu. For example, I think Meowth is Eevee exclusive and Growlithe is Pikachu exclusive. There is that category. Alright, we're gonna use the town map to fly to the town that we're already in, just so that we get ported to the Pokemon Center, and then we're gonna make our way to Saffron. But because we got the tea from Rock, we can just make our way. This is reminiscent of the whole you have to buy a drink from the vending machine on top of the Celadon Market tower thing. But instead they just give you a key item, so you don't have to worry about this. Ah, Jesse and James, how's it going? Now we're gonna enter Silph Scope. We're gonna be reunited with some familiar faces, but we also need to essentially kick Team Rocket out of this building. Don't be such a stick in the mud. So we got our rival in blue. We're hanging out. The reception is like, oh, blue, I know blue. Of course you know blue. So essentially we're all teaming up to get Team Rocket out of this building. But before that, Blue challenges us to a Pokemon battle because he wants to make sure that we're up to snuff. I think that's the phrase. Basically that we're good enough. We gotta kick his butt. And we do so with the support tree. First, we're gonna pop an X attack on Dodrio, sorry. And use a Drill Peck, which is a flying type, super effective against Exeggutor. Perfect. Then we're gonna use Scald, Starmie, buff it up with the next special attack. Done. Easy. Alright, so we've got clearance from blue now. We don't need a super trainer. So there's a lot of floors that you can explore when you're in this building. Each one, you know, you'll get some items, fight some trainers. We're just gonna go straight to 5th floor. We're gonna save here because things can go real bad real quick. Because it's our friend Archer, and Archer likes to crit a lot. So this fight can go a number of ways. You'll see that there's going to be a Muck and an Electrode. The Electrode can do a few things. Since it knows Thunderbolt, it's more keen on using Thunderbolt against Starmie. But it can also just straight up self-destruct first turn, and that makes things a lot easier. But first we're going to try and take out Muck. Muck can use Protect, which means that won't take it out. Okay, use Thunderbolt, which is a bit unfortunate. This is unfortunate for a few reasons. One, Electrode is faster than Starmie, so we kind of have to delay. We have to play the waiting game, and heal up while we hope for it to use self-destruct, which it did, so that's nice. Now if Cubone can actually hit something, that'd be great. There you go. Nice. Okay, so not a bad start. Tentacle gain level, so that should be Tentacle. This should be easy peasy, since we took out Archer support trainers Pokemon real fast. Get out of here, Archer. Alright, so Tentacruel. We're really close to hitting our 50. We need 3 more. I've got a Coughing that's waiting to gain a level to evolve. And then you can also get a Lapras and a Porygon in this city for free. I say for free, but essentially you just have to pick Team Rocket out of Silph Scope. Alright, so these are teleporters. And it will be using these. You want a chance? Yeah, I heard this, but my voice is deeper. But sure, why not? Second set of puberty, here we come. Luckily, our rival is preoccupying Archer, so we can deal with the biggins. Super low. I don't even know how low is low. I guess I find out. They're just talking falsetto to even it out. No, the answer's no. That's not gonna happen. That's gonna destroy my throat. So here we have our final encounter with Jesse and James. They're trying to protect their boss man. That's not too bad though. Alright. So unlike Eevee, we're actually pretty fast, so we should be able to outspeed Arbok without using any X beads. I kinda dig it, low voice best for it. That's the nimble. How is it called? Heal Starmie. Bam. Alright, so Coughing gained a level, so that's Wheezing. So we should be solid on Pokemon. Dex entries. Need 2 more. 2 more that we're gonna get is Lapras and Porygon. And that should be it. Run this in. This is a pretty fun run because it's different every single time. Alright. Make a quick save here, although it should be safe. You never know. At first with that it kept changing. Yeah, I don't think there's been any major changes. I think the most major one is that you can use 2 controllers, so that took me a little bit to get used to. It's not too bad once you kind of figure it out. Alright. So we're gonna buff up Starmie with the special attack here. And it's just gonna be Skull City. So for the most part, there's not too many fights that are going to be spooky. Koga is going to be annoying because they hold the trainers there have Pokemon that use Minimize, which reduces our accuracy in a sense. Oh, whoops. It's more of they are more likely to evade your attacks, and so that's annoying. Okay. The first thing we're gonna do, instead of exiting outright, we're going to head to the 3rd floor so we can get ourselves a rare candy and a Lapras. We're gonna get to the 7th floor. We're on the 3rd floor. I was like, where's number 3? Open sesame. That Lapras. Number 49. Now we're going to exit. And then we're going to head down and get ourselves a Porygon. Be a Giovanni, yeah! Many a times. Alright, so down here next to the Pokemon Center, talk to this guy. Gives you a Porygon for getting rid of the Team Rocket members. And that should put our total at 50. So that's all the Pokemon that we should need. But before we conclude our quest, we need to go shopping. It's been a hot minute. So we need to grab ourselves our potion. Repels. Don't need to capture anything else. And that should be it. Alright, on to Sabrina. So this is very similar to how Sabrina is in the original games. You have to use the teleporters to get to her. Pretty sweet. Alright. On to Rena. Varina. Bottom left, top right. Bottom right. Bottom right again. Top right. Top left. Wait for this guy to move. Habarina. And here we go. Alright. So just for Safety's big. Got 50 Pokemon, good. Oh, I don't need this counter anymore. I've confirmed this. Alright, so Sabrina, we're gonna do a bit of a stalling game. This is because Mr. Mime opens up with some, like, buffs for their team. So we're gonna stall it out while also putting up our stats. So depending on what it uses first, do you use light screen? Yes, cool. So I don't have to stall as much as I need to if it opened up with a different one. That's good. It's because light screen boosts their special defense. So we would do less damage, but because of the way that we handle this, the light screen will drop. And now it's just pretty much oh ham. Slow bro, it's a water type, so we're not getting Scald. Go down to Thunderbolt. Done. Things should be easy. Okay, so that was Sabrina. Once we get out, we're going to be doing some management here. Alright, we take the teleporter back. We're going to remove, I think, every Pokemon except for Starmie and Rapidash. Don't need them. Oh, let's get that situated. Rapidash is more for just moving on the overworld. Swap Hyper Potion. Full. Elixir. Hurricane. Use it because I have. Okay. Then town map, and we're gonna go back Fuchsia. Koga is. So every time I see the Eevee till 5 after getting it. Oh yeah, ugh. Eevee's too pure for this world. Alright, so this is Koga's gym. The whole reason that we are keeping track of how many Pokemon we caught, because we need to have 50 species marked, aka unique dex entries, and so we are in it. Alright, so what's neat about this is that sometimes there's this mist or fog that show up, shows you where you can go on the path. So this gym is notorious for causing grief, because each of these like Pokemon have a protect, minimize, all these things that can make your day bad. Use X special attack. Use protect, nice. So we baited it. That works out quite well. These things can really eat up your moves, power points, or whatever it's called. And we want to retain as much psychic as we can. So we're gonna use called, yep, protect. Alright. This is the only trainer that you actually have to fight, Gym, other than the gym leader. As long as my movement's fine. Take that way. Here, and around, and I'm gonna save. Yoga. Some water, real quick. All right. Wahahaha. So we use X special attack as usual. Hopefully it uses protect, so it wastes a turn for them. But it can also use Toxic, which we have to heal up immediately, and just be us. So let's see how RNG feels today. Explosion, that works too. That's fine. So each one of these Pokemon has Protect, I believe. So if we don't see it, that would be quite nice. But yeah, that initial turn with the Weezing pretty much determines how this fight is going to go. Because if Weezing opens up with Toxic, you gotta heal it. That can use Minimize, which means it'll be hard to hit, and luckily we didn't have to deal with that. Dun 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 dun. Not a bad Koga. Gym. Alright, so on to the Pokemon League. Not really, because we need to do one more gym. We also need to get strength. The way that we do this is we go down here, say hi to our friends Jesse and James. We won't actually go into a battle with them. Instead, they will give us the Golden Teeth, which, if you remember from the original games, you would find in the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone no longer exists in this game. Instead, you can transfer Pokemon from the Pokemon Go app and get them into your game this way. Which, to be honest, I was kind of disappointed because seeing the Safari Zone in this would actually be pretty. They give the guy his teeth so he can like talk to us, and he's like, "Yeah, learn this HM." And this is the last HM that we need to learn. Okay. We're gonna go here, we're gonna heal up Starmie. Max Spell. And we're going to go to Viridian to trigger some stuff. Also, another thing, I won't be able to show it during the run, but if you play this game and you get a flying Pokemon that you can mount, like Aerodactyl, Charizard, you can actually like fly over towns and stuff. It's really cool. I think it's a nugget. Yeah, behind that, the stone slab in the warden's house. If you move it, there's like a dig up there and it gives you an item. There are some cases of this in certain spots where every day you can go back and get something from that spot. Like there's another one in Pewter City where I think you watch this woman slowpoke and then she'll give you like a big pearl for doing that. Some neat stuff. So here we learn about some Mega Evolution stuff, and we get the appropriate evolution stones from Blue. We don't actually use them because we don't have that Pokemon, but cool that they tried to incorporate things from previous gens. Is it a new like from Sword and Shield? They revamped Ponyta. How sweet is it? Or no one paid attention to Polo. Nope. Alright, so with this gym, we're actually gonna go over to the left first. And we're gonna talk to this guy, yeah? Really talk to the trainer. And this is because if he sees us, because we need to go through like the maze and such, if he sees us, he's actually gonna block the way, the shorter way, to get to the good leader. I think Ponyta's pretty sweet. I have to check out the new Ponyta. I like Shine Ponyta because of the blue flame. Alright, so we did that just to make sure he doesn't get out in our way once we go into that panel that's right in front of him. And then we gotta make our way through to the gym leader. So this fight is essentially spooky. I think I have enough special attack for this. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Because you can use Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump, it deals a lot of damage, but its hit percentage is not that desirable. My Psychic worked. There are a few instances where I'll be using Hydro Pump just to get the damage off, but we'll see. Other than that one trainer, I'm pretty sure the rest of these. Thought those were rolls on that Pokemon, their hands. Oh, Unraveler? Yeah, they're definitely its little beady hands. 100% hands. Alright, so we've got our final fight with Giovanni. Crazy, he's the last gym leader and he's causing all this ruckus. The standards for gym leaders in this region must not be that great. Alright, so we gotta use X defense, it's actually gonna hurt. Use X special attack so you do damage. Gone to a buffet. So from here on out, we're just using Scald. Super effective against all of his Pokemon. heal. Bam. Alright, so now we can challenge the Pokemon League. Was it a depressing buffet? I'm sorry, Hollow. What kind of food was it? You can ask. Oh, no, don't tempt me with food. Getting hungry. Alright, so I need to heal up Starmie right quick. A 1,000? Fog? Ooh, bad Japanese food? That's depressing. So much butter and garlic. I see. Alright, so we're going to go over to the Pokemon League. For that, it wouldn't be appropriate if our rival decide, hey, you know what, we go and fight. We'll fight it out. Got a support trainer here, make things a bit easier. Because his team is pretty Rainy Thunderbolt, followed up the next special attack. Arrow. Speed. So we need the X special attack for damage. We need the X speed for Raichu, because Raichu is still going to be faster than Starmie, usually. Oh, okay. Raichu. I still need one more X special. So that should be it. Maybe so. Two versus one fight sounds fair. Oh yeah. Hey, he's the one that challenged me. I ain't gonna say anything. All right. As with typical Pokemon fashion, we gotta decide that we have all the gym badges. Something they added this is this one is curious about this Lieutenant Surge's autograph, which is honestly the only use I think it has. Why not milk it? Exactly. Working as intended. Pretty much just gonna be making our way as fast as we can. Do all this stuff. Alright, and now we're in Victory Road. So there's a few trainers that we actually have to fight, some spinners that I'm gonna try and avoid. This first trainer can be a little spooky. Depending on if things miss or not. I can't one guy just check all your badges, because then that that ruins the whole momentum built up, I guess. There's another lure. Bring in the Fort Trainer. Yeah, this Kangaskhan can be spooky. It's only spooky because Hydro Pump may miss. I thought having the support trainer in here just is for some reassurance. Realizing you forgot one badge, exactly. It's like me and my Nemesis run. When I forgot to kill that one monster. And I was like, I don't know which one. Still PB'd by 40 seconds though. Hey-oh. Alright, so Hydro Pump hit, so we're pretty much in the clear. Got a Psychic. If anything. I think Kangaskhan knows Crunch or something, which is a dark type, which is super effective against Starmie. And it can one-shot us. Or do a good amount of damage. Oh, Rapidash, okay. This is what I was thinking. I got this green in the last one. I thought, like, where's the Stone's Lab? That doesn't look right. Wait. Okay. So now we gotta interact with this Wiggler over here, because looking down our path anyway. I don't think there's any other trainer in here that's particularly small, but we should be. Alright, next special attack. The damages and Scald. Okay. For that. That Awakening we bought in Pewter City coming in clutch. 3 meter. Nice. Oh, get burned. Game was free, but I just can't get behind making an easy franchise even simple. Yeah, things got simplified, like with shiny hunting, the co-op battles. I mean, you can choose not to do co-op if you don't want to, but that's fair. All right. So luckily for us, there's an Officer Jenny, where we're going to be going. That can give us a free heal. Get away. All right. I gotta move these onto the buttons so that way it's blocking us open up. And then there's gonna be a trainer dodge coming up. That way it's a little bit tight on the movement. You're gonna see me do this thing where I actually despawn my grounded Pokemon, and this is so that I can get by. Because if you go into small spaces like this, you see how Rapidash disappears so that the player can move through. So yeah, there she is. We're gonna go in this corner, despawn it, come up, and aw, man. So yeah, movement there. Kinda rough, but it's okay. I'm just grinding out for more experience points, yeah. So after this I'm gonna go back to Jenny and so, you know, BTS reboot. Alright, so a bit of time loss, but it's not that big of a deal. Now I can just... this one we need to fight. Da-da-da. Alright, we're gonna use their special attack. Butter with things and putting Starmie to sleep. Ooh, I crit though. Let's go, Hydro Pump. Yep, great, great. Fantastic. So Hydro Pump control, as it did. But where's new Scald? Crits though. What a... So using Hydro Pump is definitely like a double-edged sword. It's great if it hits. Terrible when it doesn't. The game had to make up for the fact that Kogo was pretty generous in me. Alright. The healing. Like the 5th time. One small time span. Okay. And so now we gotta go through the fun that is literally pushing this block all the way over to the left. Pokemon. Wouldn't be a Pokemon run without some oof RNG, right? Alright, we got one more trainer to go through, which is that Slowpoke guy over there. Come on, Lego Steve. Pokemon Stevie. Power Whip. He's wearing PJs. Thunderbolt. Alright, we got this full store. Especially because I used up all my awakenings. Big group. Alright. So that's Victory Road done. And here we are at the Indigo Plateau for the Elite Four. Vacant perch, I believe. Alright, I'm gonna heal up using the Pokemon Center. I don't know if the amount of Hydro Pumps I used active. It should, but again, this out of caution. Oh, Eevee P days for me. Yeah, Eevee's too. Alright. On to the league. And this is Laurel. We met her way back when, before Lavender Town. And now it's time. Alright, first we're gonna buff up Starmie. Yes, in these games you can evolve your partner Pokemon. You can catch another Eevee and evolve it, but you can't evolve the one that you have. Alright, so for the most part, these go down. Let's see. I think I have an extra level, so we're gonna say don't use Hydro Pump because it missed many a time. Nice. He loves Eevee so much, he doesn't want is that love. Yeah, we can go with that. Eevee is Coitus. Yeah, it's actually. It can't as easily jump up and ride your cap if you evolve it. Real reason. I'm pretty sure I'm okay on health, but just to oh yeah, we're okay on. Limiting the potential of your partner is low. One might say limiting. Others may say otherwise. Stealth Rock. That's okay. Some of the Eevee buff potential there for a versatile starter. Well, that's why they gave you the move tutors, so you don't have to worry about this. Of course, you don't get stabbed, but I mean, I'm playing Eevee got us through half the speedrun though. But literally only because of the move tutor stuff. Yeah, you can teach Eevee particular moves. Since you can't evolve it and don't have access to these. Yeah, this game is definitely not going to be for everyone. I guess they also start out higher stats than usual. But I guess it's like stars in general, technically? Maybe? Alright, on to Agatha. Agatha can be a pain, so we're gonna save. And make use of the support trainer. Alright, so we gotta use our X speed because things are gonna outspeed us. So we have a fast Starmie. Fine, Arbok, Psychic, Paralyze Heal. Go. Alright, Gengar, second as well. And Rapidash is just gonna be here, because we can recall it. Also alright, so Agatha should have another Gengar. Yeah. And go back. T-Bolt. And then we're gonna pop our max Elixir. Eevee. Starmie, maybe. The reason that we saw out to do that is because we want to use up as much of the psychic moves as we have, and then heal it up. So the Elixir gives us our moves back. Alright, Lance. Hey Turtle, how's it going? So Lance can also troll. Essentially, this final gauntlet of trainers. Roll a good bit. Special defense. A critical hit though. Sweet. Special attack times 3. Gonna have to heal out this one most likely. 1. Nice. That is Alright. Dale Aerodactyl purple. I like some of the color changes. Or that also second. I think it's a mix of both. Maybe like. Is it as purple as Starmie though? I'm the worst person for this because I'm half colorblind. Alright, there's Lance. Yay, we beat the Elite Four. Woo, we're the champion now, right? Nope. The last trainer is Professor Oak. Nope. Dragonite is a... Whoa! I didn't realize that either. Silph Starmie. Alright. Here we go. It's your mom, she's the champion. What a twist that would be. Alright, so I took out the support trainer here. Because the rival can crit and it's Ugg. All full of spoilers. Alright, so here we go. So we just basically have to go through the champion fight. Should be easy peasy. And then time will be right before the credits roll. First, gotta beef up Starmie special. Sweet. Super fair. Easy. It's called silly game distribute. Yeah. Guess that's how it goes, yeah. Next special attack there. Oh, Rapidash. You go. I'll just do this, why not? Just buff up the Starmie. Do I have enough psychics in this? I do. Get your Mega Pidgeot out of here. So essentially we're just gonna be psychicking everything except for Slowbro. And that should be it. I've had many a run die to the rivals Pidgeot critting Starmie. And it's like a right there. Alright. The time is going to be coming up shortly. Pretty much we just have to go through, insert our Pokemon, and then after it says you're the champion, and then it fades to like the first black screen. That will be time. Thank you for the GDs. Time for the next thing. Yeah, I imagine that they're gonna do the same thing for Gen 2. And I hope they keep the thing where you can go between the two regions. That'd be pretty sweet. Thank you for the G's. Alright, so yeah, enter in Starmie and Rapidash. It's more time efficient to just have one Pokemon. Yeah. So time is going to be here. Alright, so that was Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I hope y'all enjoyed the run. Thank you for the GGs, and good luck to our next runner.
Thank you very much, Camper. Oh.
For having me.
Alright, thank you, Camper, for that run of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. We are going to start getting ready for our next run, which is Sekiro. So yeah, stay tuned for that.